Hey, welcome to week 13 of the Stitch Party Stitch-Along. I'm Jewel with Friday Night Needlepoint, and if you're new here, we're learning one new decorative needlepoint stitch a week for 24 weeks. We are on week 13, so we're halfway over of the Stitch Party, but you can join at any time. You can get the free digital chart on my website. There may be blank canvas kits available. I don't know. There's a canvas shortage right now, so things are kind of wild. But if you're watching this at a later date and you do have canvas, you can stitch along with us with these videos. Anyways, if you do stitch along and share your progress photo or video, it does not have to be the current week that we're on. You are eligible to win the monthly giveaway. So for April, we have my friend Brittany at Amia Designs. We have her Mini Eurito series. So we have the green and the red with some coordinating backing fabric. So we have 2 winners this month, double your chances of winning. You might as well just post what you're working on, even if it's the first square. All right. So anyways, also in some other Friday Night Needlepoint news, we did release our new Starburst collection. And by we, I mean I, but anyways, if you like this, please look at the website and you can either get the limited stock that's available now or you can pre-order it for a later release. And then that is it. So let's pick our stitch, I guess. All right, let's pick our stitch out of the mystery bag. And we are doing Helen's Lace. So I think that one, like the first stitch off way back in January. That seems like forever ago. But let's pick out our color. And it looks like, I thought this would be easier, but it's not really. But anyways, we have the yellow. So I'll turn you around and show you how to do this stitch. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. Alright, you know the drill. We're going to start in the top left-hand corner. But before we get into it, I'm just going to do some quick compensating stitches before we start our real row of stitches. Alright, so stay with me on this stitch because it is pretty easy once you get the hang of it. The best part about Helen's Lace is that the stitch length is the same for all stitches. So we are going 3 across on the diagonal no matter where we're at on the stitch. We're just going to change the sequence of how we're doing it. So we're going to do 3 stitches across, again, all stitch length of 3 on the diagonal. And then when you finish the third one, you're going to start your next 3, the intersection below where you ended your last stitch. But because we have to compensate into our heart stitch, we're only going to go 2 across on this top row. Now the tricky part is where you offset this next row of 3, and it's kind of easy for me to think on your last third, on your last triplicate where you started that stitch, you're just going to go 1 down into the right on the diagonal, and that's where you're going to start your next stitch. Another way is you could count where you started your last stitch that was offset. You could go down 2 and to the left 1, and that's where you would start. Now after you end your triplicate, you're going to go down 2 and to the left 1, and that's where you're going to start your next offset stitch. Once you finish that offset stitch, you're going to go down 1 intersection, and that's where you're going to start your next triplicate. Trust me, just look at the stitch diagram and it will make a lot of sense. But that is the building block of the stitch. So now we're just going to start that triplicate across, do an offset, then we're going to go a triplicate down, do another offset, and then start again our triplicate across. So that's the building block of this stitch. I think the offsets are probably what's going to get a lot of hang up just to make sure you're counting correctly on where you're starting that offset. Okay, once you finish getting all your stitches down the diagonal from one corner of the square to the next, all you have to do now, very similar to swoop stitch, is just do 3 stitch lengths of what you previously did. So you're just mimicking what you did before, you're just going 3 stitch lengths off of that. So you really don't have to count anymore, as long as you got that first diagonal done correctly. Now it's just mirroring and echoing what we previously did. It's that easy. And then again, for compensation, if you can't do the full 3 stitch lengths, then you just cut it off wherever that square ends. So I think that's the easiest way to do this stitch. It does work in a diagonal pattern, similar to swoop and Byzantine. And that's it. I think this would make a really fun background stitch. I really like how it looks after the square is done, and it's fairly easy to compensate. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts were and if this one was a difficult one. And here's the state of our board and the stitch chart. Happy stitching!